Welcome to the Empower Room. I'm your host, Rev.T, and hope you're having a great Sunday today. And we are in the middle of Black History Month, and Empower Media is doing a special celebration for Black History Month, and we're glad to have you with us. So let's get started. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to do something.
Welcome to the Empower Room for Empowering Moments with your host, Timothy Hughes. Empowering Moments is brought to you by Empower Media LLC, where we empower you, parents, and the entire community with transformative information to move mind and spirit to a higher state of well-being. So welcome to the Empower Room, and let's get started.
Well, again, welcome to the Empower Room. I'm your host, Rev.T, and we are glad to have you with us on this Sunday in the Empower Room, and hope that you will find the platform today and the discussion very interesting and befitting for Black History Month. Then to give you a little information about the Empowering Moments. Again, I'm your host, Reverend Timothy B. Hughes and Div. We ask that you please like our page, send an emoji, leave a comment, share and follow us. We engage in this platform twice a month to help promote Empower Media LLC. And Empower Media LLC is a social empowerment entity, and we empower community through social and digital media, book publishing, programs, and special engagements. We have over 25 years of experience in doing specialized programs to benefit community, empower community, from our young people to parents to adults. And you are able to go to our website and see some of the presentations that we have available. The website is MPWR Media LLC1.com, and MPWR is a play on words for empower. So Empower Media LLC1.com is our website, and we want to encourage you to please go to our website. And at the top of the page, you'll see like 4 lines that give you the menu options that you have to choose from the website. And there you will be able to see some of the services that we provide through our presentations, specifically in regard to our special engagements and presentations that we offer. Also, we have published a book, In the Blink of an Eye. This is a book that is an out of this world experience that I myself had experienced on February 14, 2014. We want to encourage you to please go to Amazon.com, where you're able to purchase this book. This book tells my testimony of a sudden death heart attack that I had on that day, February 14, 2014. Just celebrate the anniversary of my rebirth, if you will, from that experience. And the story has really impacted a lot of people so far. And we just want to encourage you to get this book. I guarantee you will be blessed by my testimony. And also my wife also has a chapter in the book as well, and shares her experience in this account when I am taking her out for Valentine's Day to a concert. All right, so hope you check us out there. And again, for more information, please go to our website, empowermediallc1.com, and we are again available for special presentations. We've kind of given a little taste of a couple of presentations through the Empower Room, so feel free to go back to some of our previous shows, and you will be able to see some of the presentations. Like last week's show was dealing with the African American context in America. And then there was one also that dealt with where do we go from here, which takes you through a journey of the book by Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. And the title of the book is Where Do We Go From Here? Chaos or Community. All right, so look forward to hearing from you through that. And as I stated, we are in the midst of Black History Month, and we are doing a triple header celebration for Black History Month. Last week, again, was kind of given a context of the African American experience in America. Today, we are blessed to have an outstanding guest with us that I hope that you will find very interesting, which I'm sure you will, to have in the Empowerment with us. And it's Mr. Reggie Farrar. Hello, Mr. Farrar. How are you?
I'm well, Rev.T. Appreciate you having me this evening.
All right, man. So glad that you could join us today, and thank you for being with us. And Reggie Farrar is a outstanding gentleman that I have had the pleasure of knowing for quite some time. And just to give you a little background on Mr. Farrar, he is an HR professional with over 35 years of experience in the field. Currently, he's the Director of Human Resources for BJC Healthcare at Memorial Hospital in Belleville, Illinois. His life was changed 8 years ago when he found out he was having his very first child, his lovely 7-year-old daughter, Angel. Since Angel's arrival into his life, his focus has been providing for her now and preparing for her once he's gone. That's why a little over 3 years ago, he decided to enter the entrepreneurial space doing something he loves to do, and that's travel. I've seen him on Facebook, and he has been having a ball. All right. So from there, you can make whatever kind of transition you want to make. I can say hi and thanks for having me. Then we can get into it. All right. So I kind of went on with some other conversations that we were having in regard to that, but we're gonna get into it. All right. So let's get into it. All right. All right. All right. So so how are you doing? First off, I mean, we're in the midst of this pandemic. How's your family? How's your daughter? How's your mom? How are things going in the midst of all that we've been experiencing here with this pandemic?
Well, thank you. Fortunately, my mom and my daughter are doing very well. I have had a few deaths in my family from COVID and other things. Quite honestly, I've had a few deaths over the course of the last couple of years, but we are well. You know, nobody has been. Neither of them have been sick. Praise God. And you know, we are just continuing to do what we can do while being safe, while being cautious, while being careful. So we're doing well.
Right. Yeah, that's outstanding. That's outstanding. So I wanted to have this conversation about travel. You know, something light. You know, in relation to Black History Month, there's so much going on that is heavy. You know what I'm saying? With COVID, with all these other things happen politically, this, that, and the other, and so on and so forth. So you have been inspiring me, my brother, where I have seen you go and seeing what you do. I feel like I'm right there with you and chilling on the beach and all that good stuff. So how do you feel about travel? How do you feel about travel, and what kind of impact do you think that has on your psyche?
I am extremely passionate about travel. It has exposed me to something that I had yet to be exposed to. Being able to travel around the world, being able to see different places, different cultures. That's an experience in and of itself. And to truly be free to, as they say, move around the world has been phenomenal for me. But you hit on something that I definitely want to spotlight. You know, especially in times like these, especially in those hard times, you have to have self-care. We're spending a lot of time talking about that with our workers in the hospital. And, you know, if you don't take care of yourself, you're going to end up suffering much more than what COVID could ever do. And so one of the ways that I like to do self-care is travel. It's been a great experience for me, and I love it, and it's very much a passion of mine.
Awesome. So how did you get into the travel business? We want to get into that too. So how did you get into the travel? Because you actually have a business. So how did you get into the actual business of travel?
Absolutely. I am forever grateful to a dear friend of mine out of Houston, Texas. Is when I was living in Dallas, I actually saw a post that she posted about travel. And, you know, I called her and asked her about it, and we talked for a while. And, you know, I kind of just sat back because I was traveling already, but quite honestly, my travel was in the States. You know, I've been to Florida, I've been to DC, I've been to California, but I hadn't done a lot of international travel. And so when I saw her post and she was talking about the things that she was doing, and, you know, something struck a nerve for me. Make money while you travel. And it caught my attention. We had a conversation, had a second conversation just so that I can understand the business model that we're in, and it was a no-brainer for me. This business has definitely expanded my perspective, but it's also, as you said in my intro, afforded me the opportunity to begin to prepare for my daughter long after I'm gone.
Understand. And, you know, and we've been hearing that, especially during this pandemic, people seeing the importance of having a second income, getting into something that you really enjoy doing, those type of things. So although the pandemic has its negative, there are some things that people are transitioning to another level, which is been a positive on the flip side. Would you agree?
Absolutely. You know, It's amazing to me. You know, I talk to people all the time about not relying solely on your plan A. You need a plan B, C, and D, quite honestly. And I think the pandemic has showed a lot of people the importance of that, especially when it first hit. There were a lot of layoffs. Companies were closing. And, you know, unemployment only lasted so long. So it was critically important for folks to look at having a second option and having a third option, quite honestly. So for me, it was a no-brainer.
I hear you. So tell us some of the places that you've been outside of the country, outside the U.S.
Yeah, absolutely. My most favorite place has been Aruba. I've been to Aruba twice. It's a beautiful island, not a big island, but it's beautiful. The beaches are exquisite. You know, some places you go, you'll see a lot of seaweed. Not in Aruba. It is clear blue seas. And you know, just the environment. The biggest thing I love about Aruba is they have trade winds, and these trade winds blow 24/7.
Oh man,
it's not a chilly breeze, and it's not a humid breeze. It's just a nice, cool breeze, and it blows the whole time you're there. It is absolutely beautiful.
Man, I can feel it.
That's my favorite. Punta Cana and I was just in Punta Cana last month. It's a fabulous place. You know, obviously I've been to Mexico several times. Where's another place that I've been? I think between Aruba and Punta Cana, I've been to Puerto Rico. You know, so if folks don't want to go, quote unquote, out of the country, you can still go to places like Hawaii and get a great experience. You can go to Puerto Rico. You can go to the U.S. Virgin Islands and have to deal with all the different countries and their requirements.
Right. Yeah. When I think of passports, because I've been listening to a person I listen to in the mornings, and he says 80% of folk don't have a passport, which I was surprised it was that big of a percentage. You know, but you know, there are places like you just said that you can go that you don't require a passport, like Hawaii, Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands. Hop on the plane, there you go. You
and you
know.
can get plenty of beach there.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we're used to going on cruises, and of course, due to the pandemic, we haven't been able to go. And those have been some wonderful experiences for us to be able to get away and go to the Caribbean islands and just relax and chill and all that. Those type of things. Yeah. So your favorite place? It sounds like it was Aruba. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay. Sounds good. So,
And I'm
so for
actually
a
going
person
back
that
again in
hasn't
May.
traveled, go ahead.
I said, and I'm actually going back again in May.
Are you okay? Okay,
I,
man. We don't have to talk, man. Okay. All right. So, for a person that hasn't traveled, do you have do you recommend a place for them to go that they, if they like say they have never, and I'm amazed by how many people have not traveled, period. Dot. That disturbs my spirit. So can you give any recommendations?
Sure, absolutely. And before I do, Rev, I want to speak on what you talked about, not traveling, not having a passport. You have to do that. If you don't
Okay.
have one, go get it tomorrow.
Okay.
It is critical for folks to be able to experience things beyond the U.S. or beyond the continental U.S. Anyway, get out there, explore. It is so liberating, so refreshing, and it really is a major way to perform self-care.
Yes, indeed. I'm with you on that. I've been blessed to go to Ghana, West Africa twice in my life, and that was just an unbelievable experience. I call Ghana, West Africa my home. I call it home. When I go, I'm hanging out with my brothers and my sisters, and we chilling like we knew each other from back where I grew up on Wales, in St. Louis.
That's right.
It's just amazing, So, and you normalize because you're the majority. And the weight that we carry, you don't realize it until you get away.
That's right.
And you can able to do a comparison contrast to what you have been feeling and did not realize that you could feel differently than how you normally feel on 24/7, in the US. So I highly am with you on that, man, that you definitely want to give that balance to your psyche.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's for sure. That's for
and
sure.
Back to your question, when I get a client and they're like, well, I don't know where I want to go. Well, we talk. What is it that you like to do?
Okay.
If you're a hiker, there's certain places I'm going to recommend to you, like the Costa Rican rainforest or the Belize rainforest. If you're a beach person, obviously depending upon your budget, you could go someplace like Aruba, or you could go someplace like Belize or Costa Rica, there's just so many places. What I always talk to my clients about is, what do you like to do when you vacation? Is all inclusive important to you? Is adults only important to you? There are so many options out here, no matter where you go. One of the places that I'm looking forward to going, I haven't been yet, is the Maldives, and it's in South Asia, just so that I could experience staying in the overwater bungalow.
Okay.
But some people might not be into that, so it's important.
You say an underwater bungalow?
No. Overwater.
Underwater.
I'm not brave enough to do the underwater.
Okay. Because I've seen something like that on Facebook, I believe, and that's what made me. I was thinking about that. Yep. Sorry about that. Okay.
No. They absolutely have some underwater bungalows.
Yes,
I'm
they do.
just not. That's
okay.
Not that brave.
Okay. All right.
It depends on how you like to spend your vacation.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, it depends on how you like to spend your vacation, but there are a number of different options available to folks.
Okay. And do you help with cruises, or pretty much packages where you fly in, or you do both, or
I do it all.
You do
whatever
it all.
kind of vacation you want. I can, for those folks who don't have passports, who aren't interested in going out of the country, I can find some place for you in Florida that you would absolutely love. I can find some place in California that you would absolutely love. So I do it all. cruises. I also love to set my clients up with excursions once they go someplace. If they want to go horseback riding, if they want to go snorkeling, I can do all of that.
Awesome, 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 awesome. All right. Well, so tell us more about your business and how can people get in contact with you? How can they get become involved with what you do if they want to do travel such as what you do? How can they do that?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I am a marketing rep with Planet Marketing, and such. Planet Marketing affords me the opportunity to share my business opportunity with others if they want to join my team and become an independent travel agent. I also am an independent travel agency owner with IntelliTravel, and as such, I can book travel for anyone, anywhere. One of the things that folks don't know, and I'll be transparent with you, I didn't know before I got into the business.
Mm-hmm.
Commission is built into every piece of travel that you book. Whether you go on Expedia, Travelocity, Orbitz, where you book with Marriott, or you go right to Disney, there's a commission built into that. And even if you use a travel agent, that commission is not going to change. So that was interesting for me. That was new to me. And so what I've shared with folks is, give me an opportunity to show you how I can build your trip for you, have you get the experience that you're looking for. And ultimately, if this is something that you're possibly interested in, I can show you how to do it for yourself.
Okay. All right. Well, this is Reggie with Reggie's Sun and Fun Travel.
That's correct.
All right. So you are hearing a wonderful opportunity, not only about how to travel, but even to put some money in your pocket as well on how you can make money traveling. Would that be good?
That's absolutely it.
Okay.
You can travel like a merchant instead of a consumer, and you can show others how to do the same.
Okay. So what would be the process for someone to to become a travel agent with you?
Yeah,
Well, can you share that process?
Absolutely. It's a very quick enrollment process. All you would need to do is reach out to me. We get you started. It takes 10 minutes to get started, and then the fun begins. And that fun is really, I would work hand in hand with you. Our directors would work hand in hand with you to help you get your business started, get you up and running, and ultimately get you making money. That's what you're in business for.
Okay. All right. Well, sounds simple enough to me. So I'm sure, especially during this time, and when we're have this COVID definitely subsided as well. And I know, and I'm glad I just brought that up. So you have traveled through COVID now. So what has that experience been like for you? Has it been more complicated, or how is it when you have traveled? Because you just went away not too long ago. So how was that where you went in relation to the COVID protocols and so on and so forth?
Sure, absolutely. So what I would say is it really depends on what country you go to. Some countries who weren't as impacted have much more relaxed travel restrictions. There are others that were more greatly impacted. So it depends on where you go. I just came back from Punta Cana, and I actually went there for a music festival. Punta Cana doesn't require you to have it doesn't require you to have a vaccination. It doesn't require you to have a COVID test, a negative COVID test. However, the festival did. So in order for you to go to the festival, and quite honestly, in order for you to even get on the plane to go to the festival, you had to have that documentation. But
really? Wow.
Some places like Mexico, you had to have a vaccination. And then there are other places that require you to have a vaccination and have a negative COVID test. So it really kind of depends
where you go.
But what I would also add is that you know, I know a lot of people were like, well, I don't know if I want to get on a plane. And, you know, quite honestly, you know, COVID is in the States too. And this is what I talk to people about. If you are cautious, if you're careful, so you've seen my pictures. When I travel, I wear a mask. I also have a face shield, and I wear gloves. Right.
Okay.
You protect yourself. You
Exactly.
You know, and I've not had COVID. I've tested several times. I've never had COVID. And, you know, by the same token, I could be going to Snooks and touch someone's cart.
True.
Right. And they just sneezed on that cart and they got COVID. True. So, you know, I tell people you can't hide from it.
Right.
You got to live your life.
I understand.
But you also have to be cautious and careful. And that's how I travel.
I hear you. That makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. And, you know, I have been cautious about travel, but seeing you has been an inspiration to get on out there and, you know, do what we used to do. For
absolutely.
Sure. So thank you for that.
You have to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So is there anything else you would like to share? Contact information. I know I do have your email information up for people to get in contact with you. Any other points of contact or anything else you would like to share?
Yeah, if you want to reach out to me, definitely shoot me an email. We can talk from there. Happy to talk to you about my business. Happy to talk to you about travel. Happy to talk to you just in terms of, you know, ideas of travel and things you want to do. It's a wonderful experience. It's been great for me. I tell my friends, before I got in this business, my travel was in the States and I was going to music festivals all around the country. With this business, it has enabled me to go beyond the borders of the continental United States. And I think everybody should see that, you know, whether it's Africa like yourself and get a whole new experience. I know people love to go to Europe. I would just tell people, you have to experience life. True. You know, I saw a post the other day and it said, either you live life or you don't. Right. And that was all it said. And it was powerful.
That's where the ghosts can get it.
That's right.
That's exactly you live life or you don't.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. That's it.
Hey,
I do want to thank you again. I really appreciate you allowing me to join you this evening. It was great talking with you.
So yes, likewise, man. It's been inspiring. I thank you so much. I think this is a healthy, helpful conversation that we need to have in the midst of what's going on. And I appreciate you coming on. And again, this is Reggie Farrar, and he's with the Reggie Sands Fun Travel. So please make sure you email him at yahoo.com, and he'll be more than happy to assist you in any way that he possibly can. He's a good brother. I know him personally. I know his mama. I know his daughter. You in good hands.
I appreciate that.
All right, man. All right. So thank you so much for being with us, Reggie, man. You have a blessed day.
You do the same. Thank you very much.
Now. God bless, man.
God bless you too.
All right. All right now. All right, so we've had a wonderful guest on today, Mr. Reggie Farrar. I hope that you've been inspired. That just got me pumped up real good. I'm ready to book a trip for sure, you know. So I hope you feel the same, and hope you have been lifted if you're feeling a little heavy today. I hope this is kind of giving you some thoughts of spring and sunshine and ocean, or traveling through the mountains, or whatever your choice of fun may be when it comes to travel. So we encourage you to check out Reggie's email address here, and he'll get in contact with you and be able to assist you with any of your travel needs. All right. So we want to thank you all so much for being with us in the Empower Room. This is part 232 of our triple header for Black History Month celebration. Next week, actually, we will have a very interesting dialogue with faith leaders from Rockwall County in Texas. having a cultural diversity conversation. So I want to definitely encourage you all to be with us again on next Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I think you will be truly surprised, possibly, by the conversation that we have, and prayerfully empowered by the conversation that we have, and see the benefit of the need for courageous conversations in regard to cultural diversity, cultural understanding that we need to have all over this country, all over this world. All right. So God bless. We will see you all again in the Empower Room next week. And please remember that for more information, please please go to our website at www.MPWRMediaLLC1.com, and we are available for special presentations. So again, I want to thank Mr. Reggie Farrar for being with us today. It was an outstanding guest. I think perfect timing for the dialogue we had today, and for what I think we need in our spirit right now as we are in the midst of what we are in the midst of in our world. All right. So we pray that you have a blessed day, and don't forget to do something, and have a blessed rest of the day.
Thank you for joining us in the Empower Room. Hope you have received some impactful information. Please like or leave a comment. See you next week in the Empower Room, brought to you by Empower Media LLC and your host, Reverend Timothy Hughes, aka Rev.T.